everyone, welcome back to another stream. Delta, thank you for the tier 3 sub. Congrats on getting the first tier 3 on this channel. How are you? How is everyone? Are we doing good? So this is a project that I've been working on for a while now. Where's my pencil? There it is. This is a project that I've been working on for a little while now. It's nothing too special, but it's about time that I finally get back to it. Mostly because I need to get around to actually fucking finishing. So, I wanted to do art today, but I didn't know what I wanted to draw, so I just decided that the answer is yes. I'm just gonna go through and randomly pick whips and finish them for this stream. But if you guys have any requests of what you want me to draw, as long as it's not like too super complicated, I'm willing to work on it, or at least try. One more thing you want to do? Alrighty. Work today was long after 2 p.m. Honestly, valid. Work sucks. Can you draw yourself as a non-humanoid? I'm not very good at non-humanoids, but it depends on what you're wanting. Did I not color either of their bells? Seriously? I didn't color either of their bells. Huh? Wait, hold up, what? Am I reading that number right? Kinda want to program you as an enemy and I need an idea for a sprite. Okay, did I read that number correctly? Hold on. I'm pulling up Streamlabs. Hang on. I'm gonna cry. Jesus Christ, what is wrong with you? Thank you. I don't... Chaotic... Yeah! Run, run, run as fast as you can, out of the fire and into my hands. There's no fairy like a villainous girl, so welcome to my world. Think you perfected your enemy theme. Ooh. I've talked to Phantom about this actually, like both jokingly and seriously. I know the type of villain that I would be. The type of villain I would be is like very professional in front of people, but the moment other people leave and I'm left just with the victim, I am like manic. I don't like, you know, the type of manic bullshit that you get from like uh a villain who has lost everything and is a villain because they feel like that's the only option that they have. That's the type of villain I would be. Hi, Scythe. Hello. Yeah, that's the type of villain I'd be. It's fine. You came in here with high energy. I figured I'd match it. Ungoss the game. How are you doing? I'm doing pretty good. I feel like I'm considered a cheap shot by those who face me unironically in the games. Fair enough. I would have like very really fast but very weak attacks. So, I'd do like 5 or 6 damage each, like each attack. But I would have like 30, 40 attacks that would come one right after the other and then I would have like a 20-second cooldown where I'm sitting there gasping like for that. But when I'm being serious, I'm throwing them off as much as possible, so arena control probably. Whatever it takes to get my glory, glory. So I had to walk away, leave behind. Posture check? I was actually sitting up. Actually, I should probably put on my corset, but that's neither here nor there. Posture, bitch. Hydrate? You betcha, let me do that. Then stretch? I just started, okay. Hydrate. And stretch. Alright, you guys have to stretch with me. You have to stretch with me, okay? Reach your arm out, palm facing forward, your fingers pointing up towards the ceiling. Pull each finger back for a count of 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. The other hand now. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now pull your whole hand back for a count of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shake out your hands. And then massage the tendons in your wrists to make sure that they stretch properly. Stretching like this will help prevent what's the thing? Wrist fall apart fucky thing. It'll help prevent it. Arthritis. Carpal tunnel. Yes. That shit. It'll help prevent it if you stretch right. Homophobic. King is a lonely one to play, 'cause the ring had been dealt in the wrong way. Well, the king is a lonely one to play. No matter the lives of the people before me, all that I seek is the path to glory. I think at this point, because of my workplace, I stretch a bit too much. No such thing as stretching too much. Pretty singing, thank you. So, I I took some pictures of myself and I sent them to a private Discord server that I'm in. Uh, sometimes I have confidence, but not that much confidence, and whenever I take pictures of myself to share, I tend to show them just because, that's something I can do. Um, I have issues stand at times because muscles too relaxed. Oh, yeah, that is an issue, yeah. But I was talking. I posted the pictures in this like private Discord server that I'm a part of, and I'm going to say that people were overreacting to the picture. My boyfriend would pictures plural. My boyfriend would disagree because I had like it's a pretty big but private server, but like it's a bunch of people, but it is a private server. And I had like 15 different people reacting to the image and they were like, "Oh my god, you're so sexy. You're so handsome. I can't like you look amazing." And I'm just like, "Ha, you're a fucking liar." One person, that one meme that's like the two guys who like both see something and then they like lean back in their chair and go, "Damn!" One person responded with that as a GIF. Why do I hear "Ship in a Bottle?" Because that's what I'm listening to. Yeah, yeah. Uh, and I explained to my boyfriend, I was like, "See, um, the problem isn't that I'm attractive. I know I'm attractive. The problem is that I'm pretty like a girl and I want to be pretty like a boy." It's such a good song. It is. Oh my god, "Ship in a Bottle" is amazing. Sat at the floor of the sea, but in defense, you set sail along. There is more. Movie that it's from is actually it's from a movie. I never knew that. Oh my god, I wanna watch the movie now. What movie is it from? I had no clue. What movie is it from? People are like, "Oh, you're such a pretty lady" to me, and I'm just like, "I'm trans." And I thought, yeah, valid. Well, if I've already told what my bullshit story is. It's called Friday. I'll see if I can find it. Oh. Learning that one of your favorite songs is actually from a movie getting is like getting a bunch of money in the wrong currency. This is so much money. Oh wait, I can't use any of it. Oh, Captain, let's make a deal where we both say. It's from talking about the damn meme. That's from a movie. I knew that one was from a movie. Well, kinda. I didn't know if it was from a TV show or from a movie. So I was talking about my bad. Ah, Valid. But yeah, this stream's goal is to um this stream's goal is to kind of basically get all of my well, not all of mine, but a decent amount of my works in progress done. Life's alright in Devil Town. Alright, nothing's gonna catch us now. That is horrific. I'm going to erase that. That is horrific. Thank you. We're all dead in Devil Town. That's fine. Nothing's gonna scare us now. We're all in our dressing gown. I'll lose my mind at least another 1,000 times. Hold my hands. Won't make it another night. I still get a little scared of something new, though I feel a little safer when I'm with you. Falling doesn't feel so bad when I know you're falling this way too. It's a treat and death. My ears have acclimated to the sound. Pretty faces fly round and around my head. This contemplative sound I found. Slightly in the evening time, but every time I close my eyes, the sunshine gets a little dimmer now. If clouds fall down, I sink my teeth into my fingers. Blossoms spreads across the river now. You feel so proud. Every time I close my eyes, the sun's fade and rage inside my mouth. It's all too loud. I sink my teeth into my fingers. The forest branches in the water. Early in the evening time, but every time I close my eyes, the sunshine gets a little dimmer now. If clouds fall down, I sink my teeth into my fingers. Blossom spreads across the river now. You feel so proud of it. Close my eyes, the space inside my mouth. It's all too loud. I sink my teeth into my fingers. Blood forms branches in the water. Devil Town is colder in the summertime. I'll lose my mind at least another 1,000 times. Hold my hands. Won't make it another night. I still get a little scared of something new, though I feel a little safer when I'm with you. Falling doesn't feel so bad when I know you're falling this way too. I don't like how the line art looks. I don't like how messy it looks, so I'm redoing parts of it. Tell me again about how it hurts being awfully loud for an introvert. Get out of my room. Smile wiped clean. Isn't it weird to be so mean? I'm guessing that I've grown horns. To be fair, to be completely honest with you guys, I actually started this specific project almost 2 months ago. This one is one that I plan on working on and attempting to finishing. Oh geez, that is well, that's one way to get eclipse. That's one way to get eclipse. Oh my goodness. This is another one I plan on finishing. I need to finish rendering out this hand and the legs. I know, it's so cute. And there's one other work in progress that I want to finish. Where is it? Is it this one? No, I've already, have I finished that one? I can't remember if I finished that one. Did I? Let me pull up the whip. Because this is in custom art. Like the music for level 1 rooms now? Pog. I want to squeeze your PNG's cheeks. They look so wonderfully chunky and squishable. Thank you. I thought I finished this one. Did I put it in redraws? No. Sounds like a funky mushroom town area. Ooh, I'm excited for that. Yeah, I guess I never did finish this one. We're both guilty of black and white thinking. Red eyes are like pale, all of your scars are looking more like scales to ugly creatures to sense. Damn, looks like I never did finish this one. Well, now I know the other thing I want to finish. So let's go ahead and put this at 100% so you can actually see the sketch. So this is the sketch for this one. I want to make icon villages. So, okay, my PNG is picking me up. I wasn't sure if it was. So there's this one that I want to finish, which is, I finished the sketch, but I almost finished the sketch. I need to dress her. So I need to finish the sketch, line, shade, and render. Then for this one, I need to finish rendering out this hand, because this hand looks flat. And then do the pants. I'm lucky I left this, like, as a reference here. Man, who needs cloths? This one does. Let's go back here and undo that line. And I want to, just kind of fix this. This one's a fucking mess. Do you mind if I make a boss for the Minesweeper water area? If you make me a boss? Yeah, sure. I can give you details on how I would how I would behave as a boss monster. I mentioned it earlier where, I would have a bunch of really frantic attacks and where they all do low damage, but there's a lot of them, so like 30, 40 really low damage attacks over and over and over again, and then a cooldown period that takes a while to finish. I feel like you would bullet spam, and those would also push high damage mines. I would not bullet spam. I would be mostly melee. I would be I would the points in which I would use ranged attacks would be during my cooldown. My boss fight would very much be a bullet hell. There would be periods of extreme, like really close combat that would last very short amounts of time, and then outside of it, I would kind of try to block myself in order to like in the case of like how it would be designed in game, regain my stamina in air quotes. So I would have like really high activity points and then really, really low activity points back and forth and back and forth. If it hurts you anymore. Like when you recharge yourself. Yeah, 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 yeah. Burn with hellfire in the blue light of midnight. Brother, I watch the sky burn, and I learn what smoke fills the lungs like a disease. Gonna add bullets to the melee because I don't want you to be steamrolled by a planned item. Sure. You could also just do the thing where I summon, like, mobs to, like, help me. Which side do I appoint as enemy? Which truth and what's a lie? Maybe up to you. Your game. Their lies, they hide the truth behind a smile and two eyes. I have a boss with that gimmick already. Fair enough. Your song suggests... Redeem says, Pele. How long has it been like that? Why did no one tell me? Are you fucking serious? Wait, are you being for real? Like, you're not pranking me, right? How long has it been like that? Wait. No, I just checked it. Chatters, be good. I'm gonna go fix this because if I don't, it's gonna piss me off. channel points, manage rewards, song request, edit. Save. I fixed it. I fixed it. Now I can see chat again. I can't. How long has it been like that? Oh. Oh. Oh, fucking. I spent so long making sure everything was perfect. How did I miss that? Oh. Man, I'm feeling stupid. Feeling dumb on main. Feeling absolutely buffoonic on main. I don't wanna know, I don't wanna know, I don't wanna remember anymore. Human brain often glances over mistakes like that because it flips as you read it, making it look like it's spelled right to you when you check and something. Here's the thing, though. I've been talking to Max recently. Don't mind me. I talk to him all the time. It's kind of because we're friends. It's a weird thing because we're friends. Anyway, not the point. Apparently, I was just kind of rambling about shit that I experience. Apparently, the reading issues that I have, apparently those are signs of dyslexia. So there's a very good chance I could be dyslexic. So I pretend that I pretend it's not there. I pretend I do not see. I was like, yeah, you know, the thing. He's like, what thing? I'm like, you know, whenever you're like trying to read a word and it starts moving around the page, and they're like, he was like, what? I'm like, yeah, you know, like you're reading a book or something, or you're reading like a fan fiction or whatever, and it starts like moving around the page, it starts wiggling, going like left and right and shit. He's like, no, I don't know. He's like, I'm like, what? What do you mean you don't know? Everyone experiences that. I asked my family about it, and they're like, I'm just being dramatic. He's like, no, that's dyslexia. And I was like, oh, well, that doesn't make sense because I'm a good reader, and dyslexia is a reading disability, so that doesn't make sense. And he's like, and I'm a good reader too. Like, I read fast, and I was way above my class whenever it came to like reading comprehension. And I was like, but, but I'm not. I'm I was never like, no one ever sent me in for testing or anything. No one even suspected anything. That doesn't make sense. And he's like, you sound dumb. And I'm like, I probably do sound dumb. Ways thought dyslexia was a word thing in general, not just a reading thing. Apparently it's both. Hang on. Sorry, I just realized I had myself muted. Because I sneezed and I forgot to unmute. So, what I was saying, that video that I showed you, the weird one, um, that's what it looks like. That's what it looks like whenever I like look at a page too long or I like try to read too long. Like the wiggle and the weird shit. That's what it looks like. And I kind of like learned to like read around it. Like they pinch and they wiggle and they move whenever they're not supposed to. And I learned to read around it and kind of ignore it. But apparently having words do that at all is a sign of dyslexia. And I'm like, no, that doesn't make sense to me. Have I told you the name of your theme? You have not. What is it? Watery Wrecker. I love it! I love it! Murder go, ah, correct. I was continuing on the conversation of like what type of villain I would be. I was talking to Phantom about it, and I discussed. I was like, you know the dismemberment song. You know the dismemberment song. I was like, I feel like that's the type of villain I would be. Uh, would a non would a non-humanoid of you look more spidery or like a fish? Can't say I do. Oh, I'll be happy to play the dismemberment song. Hang on. I'll be happy to play the dismemberment song. No biggie. No biggie. I'm trying to measure the space between your molar and your jaw. This caliper. Yeah, it's a fear. It doesn't hurt. It only lives on my shirt and the skin you have. Yeah, layer of fat. Not incision, really nice and numb. Fingers can be so much fun. So this'll be this'll be absolutely wee. This'll be nice, this'll be neat and bring you closer to me. So don't you squirm, don't you fret. I'm not gonna hurt you yet. Just need to be getting a little of you, a lot of blood and the sensation you're probably dreading, but hitting you up will be so refreshing for me. Refreshing for me. Don't you cry. Don't call Miriam, she's my alibi. And red is such a lovely color on you. Welcome back, everyone. And I know chins are fake, fingers are arteries. I don't understand think you're missing the point with that. But you, and this'll be absolutely wee. This'll be nice, this'll be neat and bring you closer to me. So don't you squirm, don't you fret, I'm not gonna hurt you yet. That's me. Need to be getting a little of you, a lot of bloodletting, another sensation you're probably dreading, but cutting you up will be so refreshing for me. Yeah. Refreshing for me. Oh, yeah. Once upon a time, after the fight begins, right after the end of the sun, the fight begins. And I'm making it mine. 'Cause I'm all out of time. You can stop all I've got. Whipping you up to coming up. There's a bug on my face. Fuck. I'm good. I'm fine. Shine, 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 shine. Or do I have a notification? Oh, that's why I have a notification. This is the animatic version of the song. Well, an animatic version of the song. You know. Because I listen to animatics a lot. Why is this playlist so bad? I'm sorry. Hold on. The playlist I'm listening to is just... It's not good. Who's this one? Okay, much better. Except for that one... Fuck, why is that on all of my playlists? Whatever. Whatever, I don't care. Or 100 on the dash. 55 bills, maybe 50 for the can. Honestly, don't care. I vibe with every kind of music except heavy metal and screamo stuff. Fair enough. Not everyone likes screamo. 55 pills, maybe 50 for the can. Whoops. Undo that. 1 a.m. Eyes closed, I'm slowly falling to the music and the atmosphere. Now and then I feel lights fading softly all over me, and I remember last year when I was alone in my bed with all these thoughts in my head and living silently inside. It's so late in the night, my mind is drifting away. Then I dream about times I wished for a new, happier day. And save my life somehow. I'll face the sun again as soon as this dreary night ends. The anatomy in this drawing is so much worse than what I do nowadays. It's so obvious that this is an old drawing, dude. Made the idle music a little anxiety-inducing. Happy thoughts in my head. And they always asking questions about my face. Can't relate. Fucking caught my own reflection broken mirror the other day. They don't know about my privacy. Kind of remind me of really good friends who streamed that got its account deleted. Oh. Interesting. What was their name? About times. Interesting. I need a moment. I'm sorry. Give me just a moment. Sorry, I need a second. Milky, don't say shit. Don't say anything. Don't say anything, okay? It's a very nice compliment. Thank you so much for the compliment, Landboy. I appreciate it. Me and my face. Tell me that you love me, even if it's fake, 'cause I don't fucking care at all. You've been out all night, I don't know where you've been, slurring all your words, making any sense, 'cause I don't fucking care at all. Now I'm suspicious of it from Milky. Milky's just being a brat, don't mind him. Ain't even there, 'cause I have hella feelings for you. Act like I don't fucking care. Stop fucking scared. Only a fool for you. Baby, you're too much for me. Fool for you. I don't fucking care. I don't fucking care. I don't fucking care at all. Joke's on you. You don't know if I'm fucking with you. Milky likes fucking with people. That's just a thing. Your pretty lies, look me in my face. Tell me that you love me even if it's fucking fake. I don't fucking care. You been out all night, I don't know where you been. You're probably getting fucked, you're probably giving head. I don't fucking care at all. 'Cause I have hella feelings for you. For you. Only a fool for you. Care. I don't fucking care. I don't fucking care. No. Question: do you like the Syndicate by Derivacat? I do. I do like it. Honestly, it kind of makes me sad to listen to now. I really like Derivacat and CG5. Me too. They make such awesome songs. True. They make fucking amazing songs. However, Yon Kagor is my fave. I haven't listened to any of that. I don't know if that's a song or a specific person. Either way, I haven't listened to any of it. I like Blue Moon. I haven't listened to it yet. Posture check? I was slouching, thank you. Oh, fuck. Hot blonde, big tits, schoolgirl, lipstick, virgin whore, innocent, the cheerleader who babysits. At home, I'm alone, stranger calls me on the phone. Sub to you on YouTube? Awesome, thank you so much. Oh, that's because I never finished the sun design. Is there anything on this layer? I started my own world on the mod. Oh, I keep forgetting to finish the third and finish the third and start the fourth episode of Cross Guys. I started my own world on the mod. Yeah, I hear I hear it's like really good. Like I hear the is this something to do with security breach? Because it reminds me of Sun and Moon. Yes, it is. Absolutely, it is. If I made a song that is a 1% chance of playing that's slightly off, that would be fun. The mod pack, Cross Skies, is really fun, but if you're not used to mod packs, it's really annoying. Like, the mod pack creator is actually watches my videos and takes my feedback in account. So if you're expecting like what typically makes up grinding, it's fun but kind of difficult to get down. Yeah, definitely. Did you ever play Stone Block? I can't. I've been trying. Because the fucking mouse issue. Yes, I did used to play Stone Block. Sun and Moon's are such awesome. Time to make the next layer of this hell. Pog! Sun and Moon are freaking amazing characters. I love them. I love them so much. A cursed idea I had for bonus level was a photorealistic me level. It's not level as Oh, oh my goodness. Darkness, crimson and desperate sharpness, dangerous crafting of knowledge, to my immortal subconscious, picture breath of the ancients, wiser than even the pagans, although is an old man with wands and might be once in my page. Welcome back. Sorry, I read your message and I broke out into hysterical laughter. Tasks are the pathways laid out for the lot of us. Mages and witches and princes and maids. Princes with inches of space for mistakes. I am the beast. I am the light. I am the blighted inside. I am God, created a world. I am Leviathan the girl. I can do my own, but you're here after all, and we may think ourselves. Imagine some guy playing and coming across an odd door and coming across horrors beyond their comprehension. I love that. That is extremely horrific. I love it. Failures have made a bridge for success. If our game is half played, then who's played the rest of it? Villains we were in a universe doomed. Soldiers with battles best left unexamined. Got a Holland Lop. Awesome! I have changed the gimmick because I thought it would be more fun. Mm. Bosses give items that act like keys to the next area. Instead of key stealing, I thought it would be fun to have the generation be all on one floor and bossing that. Oh, that's cool. Whatever, I'll fix it and then I'll go back and fix Moon after. For example, you could give a scale that cuts through slime Ooh! Man, boy, I don't know how to tell you this, but, I'm Knight of Light. I rebranded. My account wasn't deleted. I rebranded because I had a lot of issues and a lot of just shit following me around, and I didn't feel safe using the Knight of Light name anymore. Yeah. Surprise, I guess. I still don't have follow age set up. Skip that song. Our ancestors fight to survive, just so we could have a chance of a life. However, need need 3 items based off your character. 1 second. You have been following since December 12th of 2021. I wish I could see all 3 of my accounts follow age because yeah. And fall back to a time before I was born. You don't have to be like everybody else. You don't have to fit into the norm. You are not here to conform. The items you drop are completely up to you. Does the player have the ability to do melee attacks? And do they have to be consumables, or do I have the option to drop weapons? The eye of the storm. I am not my body, not my mind or my brain. Not my thoughts and feelings, I am not my DNA. I am the absolver, I'm a witness of life. I live in the space between the stars and the sky. All items, all drops are permanent, and yes, you can drop weapons. Do I have, can I drop consumables? Whether, few time use or, one time use. Up to you. Oh, it's a sad gay song again. Could it be wrong? When she's just so nice to look at. She's like lemongrass and soup. So I can drop weapons. They're permanent. Whoa. I never tell. No, I never say a word. No, it aches. But it feels oddly good to hurt. You can, but pickups won't be added to your specific drop list. In fact, added to the general lootables. Okay. I'm going to design this with chibi in mind for the specific reason of it's easier for me to draw chibi really quickly. One thing I never told you is I'm Arrow Ace, so pride go burr. Ah! Congrats on coming out. I'm proud of you. Welcome to the Arrow Ace Club. I am not Arrow nor Ace, but welcome to the club anyway, because, clubs. So, I'm only going to be doing like quick sketches real quick so that you can kind of get the idea of design. Um, because I don't want to like take your design or anything. Ah yes, keyboard clicks. I turned off the music because I'm focusing. I focus. Who's this? Milky has been asking me about how I would design my character for a game that they're working on. So I'm drawing it real quick. Nope, not a cutlass. It's supposed to be in the shape of a music note. So this is the handle, a blade, and then like a serrated edge. Thought that was a trail. Nope. I'm only going to do one side of the face because you can't make me do both sides. So I will say that this character design technically has spoilers for like character lore that I'm doing elsewhere, but that's fine. So whatever. whatever. Both eyes, real quick. Well, all eyes, I guess. Look more like a rapier than I saw the trail, but yeah, I can see the music note. Yeah, it's supposed to look like a music note. So if you can't really tell what I'm showing here, for like reference reasons, these lines, yeah, that's the mouth. So if we're looking at like, here is the bottom of the jaw, and here's how it goes into the neck and the shoulders type area. Not quite a giant mouth. It goes up from just behind the eyes, as you can see here, and then it comes down like so. And this splits open into 3 sections. So, I know it's terrifying. Uh, welcome to my mind. Anyway, so, the 3 things, you said 3, right? So, the 3 things that, I, as the boss in the game, as a boss in the game, would drop is a music note scythe where the outside is serrated. You don't have to do serration if it's like too difficult, but it would be really, really fast as a weapon, but it would also deal not very much damage. Like, I'm thinking it would be one of the fastest weapons in the game, but it would deal, like, very little damage. So that would be the first thing that I would drop, is this type of weapon. I don't really have a name for it. I've been thinking, like, uh, Sonic's Steel, or, like, uh, Hollow Metal, or something like that. Did you include a bard weapon in there? Song Slasher? Ooh, I like that name, too. Hang on, I'm worried that you guys are about to hit ads, because I just saw the, ad thing pop up on my screen. But, yep, there it is. I asked, is there a bard weapon in here? I guess. But, so there's this blade, and then there's this, which would also be it would technically count as a weapon, I guess. Wednesday, hi baby. Hi sweetheart. Hi my love. Hi sweetie. Can you lay down? Can you lay down and be good and be nice? Yes. Basically what that one would do is, it does very little damage, but whenever you hurt something with it, you can like fill up a meter, and whenever that meter is full, you can actually use the attack that the enemy is hitting you with against them. So, say you're hitting something with like a circle of bullets that come out of it. Once that meter is full, you can use that attack back at it. But you only get one of those attacks per full meter. Might turn it into an active item instead. That's how that would work. Is you can take their ability, but it takes like 10 or so hits in order to do so. And if you have it only half full and then you hit something else, it resets back to 0. So you hit something else with that weapon, then it brings it back to 1 because you just got the first like injection or whatever, like you got the first sample. Because like I said, I would be a very like manic but scientific like villain. I would like there would be creatures in cages and like basically torture things that are like there to like for scientific reasons. You get the idea. And so that would be kind of like the scientific aspect of it. And the last one would be I don't really have like a physical design idea for the item. Maybe it can just fuse enemy attacks. Yeah, but that takes a lot more coding. Because you have to imagine every different possible scenario in which they could, every different mob, including bosses, that can be fused. So, nah. Yeah. And, by Wednesday, she's gone now. The last thing, I don't really have this is why I asked if I could do consumables. Where, you could get something that would be like, it puts the entire, make it so the first enemy decides pattern and second decides bullet. That's true. That's an option. And, the last one, the reason I asked if it could be a special consumable, you said Wednesday before I realized you were I talk about Wednesday all the time, Landboy. Anyway, um, so the last one, I don't really have a physical design for it, but what it would do is, when activated, it would flood the room and do a set amount of damage for every creature in the room, including the player. So so if you had more health and were willing to take that amount of damage, then you could do that. You could use the item. But if you have less health than the enemies, then you will not wind up clearing the area. It does the same amount of damage to both the player and the enemies. Or it could be a last-ditch thing. Yeah. So those are my ideas. And that's why I asked if I could have a me-specific consumable, because you wouldn't be able to, I wouldn't recommend making it so you can use it more than just a few times. Because imagine if you have something that like is imagine if without thinking about it, you come up with, oh, I should have an item that, that every time I damage another monster, I get healed. Which is a good idea. But you mix that with my item and you have the ability to quite literally just run through and never take any damage, never like lose any health, and do a no-hit run by just getting the right items on accident. So that is funny, genuinely. I love that idea. Anyway, back to playing music while I continue to do my fixing. But I get what you're saying. Yeah. So that's why I was asking if I could have like me specific consumables. Because if I could, then that is the me-specific consumable I would make. Or alternatively, you could make it a repeat use item, but each time you use it, it gets stronger. So yeah, you can use it 1 or 2 times, but by the like Atlas Tsunami, yeah. So like but you can use it 1 or 2 times, but by the time you're using it 5, 6, 7 times, you are going to eventually kill yourself. So it's something that you should really save up for like a boss battle that you're really struggling with. And if you want me to make like an actual weapon as the last item, it would be a cursed item. I don't know what it would do specifically, but the side effect of using it for any extended period of time is you would have to interact with water in different levels, and you would take damage from being in hot levels like fire or lava. Just thinking that it fills the room, it does damage over time until you leave. That works too. But if you want a final weapon, then it would be a cursed item in which your character would start like you would get speed reductions if you don't get in water, and if you have water, then it doesn't actually cause damage. But you know, there's like invisible walls, so you can't run out of bounds. But if you don't hop in water after a certain period of time, first off, your speed reduces. Second off, your health reduces. And then finally, you just straight up start taking suffocation damage. And the longer you have the item, the more intense the thing works. Actually need a modifier so that works perfect. You know what all games need? A really annoying freaking quest that you never truly want to do, but you got that item that activates it in that one quest that's got... Yeah! I fucking hate those. But yeah. That would be one of the ways to get into, like, a new area, is, it gives you water breathing, but it slowly turns you into an aquatic creature, and you will slowly drown on land. Going to adjust one to be a pest. My item could be that quest! Where it turns you into an aquatic creature, and the longer you have it, the more you need water until you finish the fucking quest. And finishing the fucking quest could be killing me as a mini-boss. Could be. I'm throwing out suggestions. If you don't like my suggestions, you don't gotta use them. I have a lot of ideas for, like, weapons and magic and shit like that, so, you said you wanted some that were specifically based on me, and that's what I gave you. Maybe the first boss forcefully gives you gills as a curse? Ooh. And it would say something along the lines of, like, good luck dealing with the maniac that lives down there. There's no way you'll get past that, or something. Come in with the timpanis and take a shot at Hennessy. I know I'm not there mentally. My brain is pumping with different suggestions for games, and that's why I'm making a Minecraft map, so I can split them all out. This will be 7K by 7K mush that will become D&D. I love that! I'm so excited to see that map, dude. Wait, based on how I'm doing it, I could make it a non-linear and give it a random appropriate curse. Yeah! Do what I want to. Be careful. You might be getting scope creep. Be careful. Do I absolutely support what you're working on? Yes, I think it's going to be super cool and I'm so excited to see it. However, be careful. Don't let scope creep fuck with you. Don't dig yourself too deep, King. Talk loud, cause I know what I can do. I do what I want to. Thanks for the reality check. Yes, YouTube, I'm still watching. Fuck off. Changing on the daily. Watch me flip the pages. Open all the pages of my story. Weightless, I've been feeling weightless. Need like 4 more bosses, LMAO. I could give you a few bosses. I have a lot of, like I said, I have a shit ton of ideas. Hopefully basing them all off creators I like. Oh, that's exciting. I need mini bosses for your area. That I can do. Okay, concept. I've already talked about how, like, I would want my character to be, like, a water-based mad scientist, right? Like, chaotic, frantic, wild, that type shit. Like, that's the idea, right? Making sure you're keeping up before I continue on with my idea. What if my mini-bosses... What if my mini-bosses are my quote-unquote perfect creations, and my normal enemies are failed experiments? I will warn you, if you're going down this route, I will heavily encourage body horror. Some coochie, please? But seriously, no offense, but are you bitches fucking dense? Same brain cell moments. Obviously body horror. Yeah, of course. Because I'm just thinking of, like, if I were given absolutely free reign with no one telling me I have, like, any limits or any, like, you can't do that, that's unethical, anything like that, and no one is telling me I can't, hang on. If I have absolutely, what if a mini boss that made you have a random effect, like every minute? Ooh, I love that. Just as a list of a couple metaphorical experiments I was talking about with some of my now ex-friends that I would do if, like, ethics were not a thing. We were talking about how could I give someone superpowers? And in that vein, one of the ways that we discussed that we could give someone superpowers was switching out some of their DNA with an electric eel. How much DNA would you have to switch out in order to get the electric shock of an eel? And what if I were to do that instead of genetically, surgically? What would the different results be? That's one idea that I've had. Another one, like I said, I will not ever do these things. These are just in my wildest imagination, and ethics were not a thing, and I could do whatever scientific experiments I wanted. what would they be? Another one I have actually comes from a song that I used to listen to, Worst Circus, I believe it is. Two twins stitched together at the waist with their one of them had their hips sewn off and they were cut down the middle. Hang on. Hang on. So they were cut like this. Like completely like this. And then these two parts were stitched together, so they wound up like this. You ever watched Steven Universe? Yeah. Sounds like a perfect effect for me, who is socially awkward. So this is one of the ideas. And you could have like mini bosses of different people. Yeah. You could have a whole bunch of like mobs that were like creatures I tried to stitch together and failed. Like I tried to stitch together a few different types of creatures that would be like creatures from other parts of the game. Reminds me of that one. Yeah! That one. You have the right idea. So you could have like creatures that like half of it is dead, and you could actually like pick other creatures from other parts of the map. So say this is my section of the map, and then there's this kind of like starting area, and then this area, and then this area, and then this like you have more areas. So if this is mine, then most of my creatures would be from here, and then you could also get a fucked up version of the mini bosses from these other areas because I took the mini bosses. I took other versions of the mini bosses from those areas and fucked with them to make them my mini bosses. The goal, if you're going to give me like mobs based on things that like I would create if given no limits and no limits, no ethics, and nothing stopping me, you are going to want to push very far into body horror. You're going to want to think, what's the most fucked up thing I can do that will and make it live. I did it for all the girls who calls themselves an icon. Believe in it. Why are you so serious? Boy, are you joking or are you delirious? Why are you so oblivious? Okay. What I was saying is that if you really, really want to, if you want to make an area that is, like, if you want to make me a villain and you want to make an area based on what I would do as a villain, with no limits, nothing, like, stopping me, no ethics, none of that shit, and you want to really play into how bad of a piece of shit I would be as a villain, think of the worst body horror you can imagine and go, how can I make it living? How can I make that a real thing? And you have the right idea for the type of villain I would be. If you're worried, like, are you what if you actually start to do these things? I won't, because it would hurt people and I would feel bad. I want to do these experiments on a scientific level, but I don't want to do them like medically because it would hurt people and I would feel bad. Because I want a giant angry snowflake that's really sharp on all sides and just goes at you like a saw blade. That'd be funny. Definitely going to add an angler abomination as an yeah. Like I said, if you can look at it and go, how can I fuck it up? And imagine the worst possible scenario, you're on the right track. Make a mini boss that was pierced and mangled by an anchor. Oh no, it'd be held up by the anchor. It would have been pierced like it was attacked. And then I kept it alive to see how long it could survive with an anchor living, like with how long it could survive with an anchor inside of its body. And the entire time, every single mini boss you fight is fighting as if it's like being forced to. Like, you can literally see it being dragged around, and the entire time it's apologizing and begging to be killed. And, like, me as a character, I would not say, like, I would not be, like, hateful or angry about these. I wouldn't even, you would swing it around like a limp. Yeah. Like, I would not be like, I hate these things, and so I wanted to destroy them. No, I would be like, here, I'll give you a little clip of how it would, like, be perceived. I'll pause the music for this, just so you can hear what I mean by I am a manic and violent villain. Just so you know, okay? Oh, hate them. I could never hate the things I create. Please, hatred. Such a strong word. I love them. I love everything that I put my hard work into. I love them so much that I must feel their heart in my hands. I could never hate something that I put so much work into. And don't worry, I will show you my love next. Anyway. Red on my face is matching you, and goodness, you're bleeding 101. Sounds like sun mid-transformation to moon just got a little more violent. And metaphorically, there would be, if everything were up to me, metaphorically, there would be 2 ways to stop me. Like, 2 ways to stop my character and get me to, like, stop fighting completely. One, it's even funnier because I'm adding glitch effects for bosses, so people will know it's a warp version of you. Fuck yeah. There would be, like, 2 ways to stop my character from whatever they're doing. One, you could prove that what I'm doing is hurting the people that I'm, like, the people that I'm researching on. Because in this state, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. I'd be like, no, are you kidding? No, they're saying no because they don't know what I'm doing. Or I just straight up have earbuds in, and so I don't hear them screaming, no, stop. So I don't hear it. So you can either prove that it's actually hurting me, in which you would take 1 item from each of my mini-bosses and show it to me. Like, no, they were alive. They couldn't have been upset. Or you could just straight up kill me, in which I die and you actually get the items. But if you're able to convince me to, imagine if there was a rare event where you had an evil laugh, it was just money. That's mean! Um, so, the other option is you can, by convincing me that you have, by convincing me that I'm actually hurting people, you would actually get me as an ally, in which I would do like, experiments on the player. And the bonus to having these experiments done is that, hi baby, the bonus to having these experiments done is, you would have, you could get some like really crazy abilities. Some could be like really overpowered. Yes, my cat has now walked away. You could get like some really crazy overpowered shit at the cost of HP. You would get these at the no. Yeah, random buff increase at the cost of HP. And it would be like really crazy random buffs. So it could be something like multiply your strength, multiply how much damage you do by like a factor of like 5, but you lose about half of your health. Or you become completely immune. You become completely immune to any and all water and ice attacks, but you lose a chunk of your health, and you also lose. You also start taking damage in fire areas. And you can only pick one thing, and it is permanent. You can only pick one random buff, and it is permanent. And it is my apology. I really like the random effect once a minute for a certain mini-boss, so the boss gets weaker the slower you are. Yeah. So that's, the boss gets weaker the stronger. It gets stronger the slower you are. Yeah. I like that. But yeah, that's, those are the ideas that I have for, like, my as a boss and mine as, like, mini-bosses and shit. I have a lot of ideas. So, like, a pollution beast. Yeah. That'd be a cool idea. But, hopefully those concepts give you, like, enough idea to understand what type of, like, villain I would be. So why a music note? Singing. The whole idea for the music note would be, my entire area would be water and music based, which Milky has already said that their like game is going to be like music. It has like a lot of music in it, but the idea would be like the music tells the story of why I am the way that I am in the context of the game. Did you watch the Steven Universe movie? I did. So the um so the music note would be an homage to both like the fact that music plays a heavy part in my area, and the ideally, if it's like designed correctly, during the fight I would be humming and laughing. Expect your boss battle to be that first encounter with Spinel, just really fast scythe action. Yep. With me high and dry, a rush comes to my mind, and the drops of blood you leave behind. Your area has music puzzles and such? Mm. Minesweeper 2 Music Edition? So is your game gonna be like the theme of the first two Elder Scrolls games, or just like top down? Yeah, I was about to say for just to protect yourself from scope creep, I'd recommend doing top down. I fucking love color theory. Oh my god. See how like this red looks almost like kind of vivid, like kind of bright? Yeah, it's almost brown. Thrilling the red means I love you. Tasting your blood means I love you. The red means I love you. Looks blurry to me, or do I need to get my glasses cleaned? Probably get your glasses cleaned. Hey, Milky, do you want me to make you do you want me to make you a playlist? I wouldn't mind making you a playlist. Be useful? Awesome. There's moths bugging me. Oh my god. So I'm looking at color comparison. So the bands on both designs are the same color. They're supposed to be. But I'm comparing the colors. I'm comparing the colors because I'm giggling at it because here it looks like it's a darker color than this, but they're the exact same. There we go. It's them. It's them. Hey, do you guys want to see a cool pen I have? Trying to open doors without the needed item. It gives the text this the screams echo too loud for. Ooh. I have a watermark pen. I'm planning on making a few more watermark pens, but this is just one of them that I have. But yeah, I have a watermark pen. I also have this. Also have a water pen. Does it change colors? It doesn't. It's depressing. I had a second watermark and the folds of the clothing are in an outline. Only 1 or 2 color units. Oh, I have a like specific watermark that I want to make. You know what? Why don't I actually work on that now? Is it 4x4? Nope. Not at all what I want. I had a watermark like that whenever I make art and it can't be stolen without exposing idiots. Fair enough. If it works, you know? My favorite thing is playing songs like this and seeing who knows them. Because y'all tell on yourselves. Oh, useless dying leather pants. You don't have to get the song. You don't have to recognize it. I just find it funny when people do. They're like, "Oh my god, is this song?" You'll never know. Seriously, more ads. For those of you who are complaining about ads, just so you know, I did a poll. I did a community questionnaire. And I asked, would you prefer 3 minutes of ads at the end of every hour, a minute and a half of ads at the end of every half hour, or a minute of ads every 20 minutes? A minute of ads every 20 minutes was the highest voted. The frequency of ads right now is directly caused by the responses in that questionnaire. The responses are still open. If you want me to change it, go tell me there. I think I was here when we did that poll. It's in my Discord. You can still go do it. It's a Google Doc. It's a lot more than just those questions. Hang on, I'll go ahead and I can scroll through it real quick if you want. It was a very close tie between a minute of ads every 20 minutes of stream, more frequent ads, but they take less time, or a full 3 minutes of ads every hour at the end of every hour. It was a very, very close tie. And it's in my Discord. If you want to go and you go change it, go for it. I didn't take emails, so you can send in more than one response. It's only like 16 questions. So here's the questions that I put in the questionnaire. It's separated into 4 different sections. Separated into 4 different sections. The boss gets beat, their mini bosses get fused with other mini bosses. Ooh, I like that. But I don't think that's a good idea because scope creep. So the questions that I posed were, I'm gonna read out all the questions so that you guys can understand, like, what you're getting into if you decide to do the questionnaire. Because I posed it to my Discord and I have 9 responses right now. I have 275 followers and I have 9 responses. So if you want your voice heard in the community, go do that questionnaire, please, because it really helps out the channel. It helps me figure out how I'm going to be doing stuff in the future, how I'm going to be putting stuff together, all of that shit. If you want your voice heard in the community, go do the questionnaire. Seriously. It will help me, and it will also help shape the channel as we move forward. But here's the questions, if you want to know what you're going to be asked before you get into it. 1. When it comes to merch, I have a policy of only accepting labor conditions I can verify are ethical. However, there are companies that claim to be ethical that I can order from but I am unable to verify the claims of them being ethical. Would you prefer merch that has a chance of not being ethically sourced, or for me to stick to my guns and focus on ethics before all else? The vast majority of you said ethical sourcing is important. Second question. In the case of ad revenue, I need to keep at least 3 minutes of ads every hour to keep the revenue split I currently have. That being said, there are options. Which would you prefer? A full 3 minutes every hour at the end of every hour, a minute of ads every 20 minutes, or a minute and a half of ads every 30 minutes? The next question is, if given the option, would you prefer longer, less frequent streams or shorter streams almost every day, which is the current schedule? Next question is, if I were to take sponsorships, I plan on making them to fit my own brand. Would you be more willing to hear out my sponsors if I were honest, or if it were to fit the brand? The vast majority of you said honesty is the best option. I prefer knowing what I'll actually be getting into. The next section of questions is schedules and timing. So the first question under that section is, my normal streaming time was, I switched it, meant to be around 2 a.m. CST and last about 2 hours. But I've noticed that, I was stuck on the ad question for like 8 minutes. Yeah. um, I've noticed that most people are having a hard time making it to those streams. Would you prefer I move my streams earlier, so as the time is now, or keep it as is? Over half of you, not a vast majority, but over half of you said that you would prefer it if it were earlier, so I switched to this time period. Next question was, I post my YouTube videos every Tuesday at 11 a.m. Is this something you are aware of? Most of you said yes, about a quarter of you said no. A little bit concerning, but it's fine. Next question was, on the topic of my YouTube videos, I was thinking of making more than one series at a time, but I worry my viewer retention will drop if one series is not to their liking. Would you prefer one series at a time or more transparency with what I'll be posting every week? It's split about 50-50 between do multiple series and because you're just happy to watch whatever, and to make an announcement with what I'll be uploading so you know what series to skip. And the third section of questions is secondary/supplementary content. The first was a poll to see what social media you guys know that I have. Everyone who responded to this poll knew I had Twitch, knew I had YouTube. About half knew I had Twitter. About 70-80% knew I had TikTok. No one knew I had a DeviantArt, but that's fine because it's not linked to any of my social media. It's just any art that I make on or off stream, I post to my DeviantArt. My VOD channel, only about half of you knew that I had a VOD channel. I upload my VODs, guys. And about 30% of you knew I had a Fiverr open for commissions. So the next question is, my main source of secondary content as of this time is art, so speed paints, art streams, etc. And I've been avoiding doing more story-based games out of fear for the increasing knowledge base for new viewers. Would you want me to try different games or stick to art? The majority of you said go ahead and try some story-based games, it'll be fun. The next question is, the biggest time sink I have at the moment is video editing, which eats away at a lot of my off-stream work time. Would you prefer some streams where I do video editing so you can see the process, or do you prefer I keep that private? It was a very close tie, but the majority of you did say you want me to stream editing. You don't care what the content is, you just want to watch my live streams. And then I have a section for unlabeled questions, which is like questions that I want to ask but don't really fit into any other category. The first question was, since I've rebranded, I've been sticking with the color scheme that you guys can see on screen right now. What are your thoughts on it? And the next question is, on my YouTube videos, I've been experimenting with open captions on the captions on videos that you can't close or hide. While I love the appearance of them, it takes forever. Like captioning the intros alone takes upwards of 20 minutes. Is the effort worth it? And the majority of you say, yeah, keep it up. Even 50% say they help and keep it up. And of those, and then another 20% say they don't really help me, but I don't mind them, go for it. The next question was, I've been considering applying to S&Ps again, but last time I did, it went horribly wrong. There was a lot of drama and I wound up receiving death threats. It's been a few... I saw that. It literally popped in as I'm reading it. There was a lot of drama and I wound up receiving death threats. It's been a few months and I'm considering starting to apply again. What are your thoughts? And about 60% said go ahead and apply again. The next question was, do you guys want to see PNGs of my altars? Most of you said yes. And the ones, there were no no's. There were no like no's to it. It was just depends on how often they front or how often we see them. And then the next question was, what are some point redemptions you want to see? And the final one was, should I reopen mod applications? To which a majority of you said yes. Kind of shocked about that. But yeah, I do have a community feedback post. If you guys want me to change things, go tell me. That's the reason why I have it. If you're not in my Discord, if you're not in my Discord and you want to have your feedback heard, go join the Discord channel. For VOD watchers, I am announcing this now. For VOD watchers, just so you know, it will be linked in the description. It is also linked in my link tree if you can't find it, which is also at the bottom of every VOD description. It's also linked on my YouTube page. If you go to my YouTube page and you go to it, then you can actually see at the top, you will see that I have my link tree and I have my Discord both linked. If you want your voice heard in the community, go join the Discord, because otherwise I won't know. You have to be able to communicate with me. Does that cover everything? Is everyone now aware that there is a community feedback post that you can go and tell me if you want me to change things? It's important that I make sure that you guys know this. This is not me just going, I am the only one who chooses anything. Because I want to make sure that you guys, like, if you want something to change in the community, if you want something to change, or something is making you uncomfortable, or something is frustrating you, please tell me. Please. You have no idea how valuable it is for you guys to just tell me what you prefer. If you are not in the Discord, if you are not part of the community, and you have complaints, please join the community so that you can tell me what's wrong so I can fix it. Okay? Okay. This is not me being angry, by the way. This is me being desperate. I have almost 300 followers. I'm at 275 followers. Please, for the love of God, if you want your voice heard, you have to join the community. Okay? I love you all. Okay, I'm playing the music and I'm getting back to making this watermark. I love you all, but sometimes, just sometimes, dude. Like how Phil's character is from an anime. When people see it, they think there's a Phil's anime. You know what? Whatever makes people happy, you know? Very true. Basic combat things have been made for both current levels. Ooh, awesome. My fingies fucked up. Did the animation, and by far my favorite stuff is where Rambo jumps in the water and he TPs out and just starts bawling. That's amazing. Son of a... Fucking hate this bug. Hang on. Sorry, there's this really annoying bug that fucks up transforming, and I don't know what causes it or how to stop it. But best way to fix it is to close and reopen the app. Simfly was messing with you. Then add brush, texture. How do I do this again? If two pairs of eyes as a primary or secondary, do all of them work equally at once, or what? They work as a primary and secondary. The top set is the primary, and the second set is actually for night vision. The second set of eyes works. The second set of eyes is actually almost completely works best in the dark. So if it's too dark in an area, I'll actually close the top set of eyes and only look through the bottom set. But in doing so, I actually lose some depth perception. You know, people pre-buy rubber band balls instead of making one themselves? Yes, I did. Texture. Have you ever sliced a rubber band ball? No, I've never owned one. Bitmap. New pen. File. This. 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 And then I want to rename it to that. This. There we go. It's going to be a third confirmed area. Hopefully, I need the okay from the creator. Oh, Pog. Hope you get that okay. Now I can label it as an unpaid work. Woohoo. Mm-hmm. Probably. Yeah, boy, something on TV, so we never think about you and me. Today I see our reflections clearly in Hollywood, playing on the screen. Whoop, way too big. Gonna be slightly deader looking. Good. If it doesn't look almost dead and mildly horrific, you're not doing it right. Idea. Convincing you turns you into a small creature that follows you and doubles the effect of items whenever you pick up an item. There's a 50% chance of you losing 1 max HP. Sure. Sounds like fun. Deep inside of me, girl, you just don't realize what you do to me. Then you hold me In your arms so tight, you let me know everything's alright. I hooked on a feeling, get high on believing that you're in love with me. For another cup of wine. I'm high on believing that you're in love with me. Hooked on a feeling, I'm high on believing that you're in love with me. Hooked on a feeling, high on believing that you're in love with me. Hooked on a feeling. I can hear you. I don't fear you. If it's love. Mm. But if it's love, gonna take my time. But I waste one life. There we go. Almost. Whoops.
I'll never be free. A compass leads them back to me.
Don't you just love how long digital painting takes? Because I don't.
Surprise, the hunters become the hunted. Your last sunrise, then suddenly fate is twisted. This cursed game I'll play come hell or high water. It's not too late to turn the tides in my favor. Climb from the lowest lows, fall from the highest highs. This manhunt chases on, but there's only one way to survive. No matter where I run, they are never far behind. Until I fight and reach the end, they'll call for my demise. A single shot at victory.
This song is amazing. Facts. Want it to be like really close to red. Yeah, that'll work. Is this gonna be like Binding of Isaac? There's a name for that genre of game. Is a baseline for roguelite, though. I don't think it's baseline for roguelikes.
Tell me like that, you might know how I feel. Top of the world, but your world isn't real. Your world's an idea. So go have fun. I really couldn't care less, and you can give him my best, but just not your friend or anything. Damn, you think that you're the man. I think therefore I'm not your friend or anything. Damn, you think that you're the man. I think press to put your name next to last.
Ever played Muck? No.
True friend, or anything down. You think that you're the man. I think the father. I'm not your friend, or anything down. Think that you're the man. Think therefore I am.
It's a fun game I like, and I do some speedrunning for it sometimes. I'm a bit rusty. Ooh. Well, I hope you eventually get the world record. That'd be great for you. Haven't actually haven't seen the world record, but it's like if you mix Valheim with Minecraft Hardcore together and then just add really bad graphics. Fair enough. Well, whatever makes you happy, King. Oh, Jesus Christ. What have I done? I'll come back to that. Fuck my beans. Don't fuck your beans. Beans are not an object to be fucked. Do not sexualize your beans, please. Are you left or right-handed? Right. I guess. I'm working on the art right now for context. Fair enough. Fuck, my beans. That's more accurate. Yes, yes.
What's up, Purpose was we said. Now that you're with me, well, I think that you should stay. I know you've been busy searching through the city, so let me share the way. I know I'm not your savior, I know I'm not your truth. I think we could be friends. Talk to my love, will hang out with the devil until you in the end. You won't find him down on Suns.
Find a good visual combo.
When you tripping on some pills. When they sold you the dream, you were just 16, packed your bag and ran away. It's a crying shame you came all this way, 'cause you won't find Jesus in LA. It's a crying shame you came all this way, 'cause you won't find Jesus in LA.
Just realized I fucking muted again. I hate it when I do that. I'm dumb. I've just been vibing talking to myself, like, yeah, and I'm kind of frustrated because of how long this is taking, and I'm not really happy with the blending, but I'm also not very good at blending, so it's probably fine. And then I look down and I'm like, oh, I'm muted! I made your basic boss sprite. Ooh, send in the Discord, I want to see. I did sense the awkward silence. Tell me! If I stop talking for a while, ask if I'm muted, please. It's fine. Simplistic and not in the Minesweeper scheme, so clearly not done. That's fine, I want to see it, I want to see it, I want to see it. Forget that I'm muted when talking to friends. Yeah. BRB grabbing my phone because I'm on my parents' computer. Valid. It never meant take me alone. I thought if mankind toward the sky, it meant that all of us could go. I don't want to see the stars if they're just one more piece of land for us to colonize, for us to turn to sand. Because we're so fucking mean, we're so elitist, we're as fucked as any church. And this bullshit West Coast dogma has a higher fucking net worth. I bit the apple because I try. Why would you lie? And then I realized you're just as naive as I am. Oh, you're so traumatized, it makes me want to cry. You dumb bitch, I loved you, I loved you, I loved you, it's true. I wanted to be you and do what you do. I lived here, I loved here, I bought it, it's true. I'm so embarrassed. I feel abused. But I don't want to eat the rich, I'd have to eat my heroes first. And my tuition's paid by blood, I might deserve your fate or worse. But I don't need your goddamn money, I don't need jack shit from you. So when I speak, you bet your ass my words are true. Let me level with you, man, as someone guilty of the game. I took the help, I took the cash, I would have taken your last name. So if any girl on earth should get to make a call about this, it should be me. And as I see it, you're a dick. So fuck your tunnels, fuck your cars, fuck your rockets, fuck your cars again. You promised you'd be Tesla, but you're just another Edison. Your Tesla broke a patent, all you ever broke were hearts. I can't believe you tore humanity apart with the very same machines that could have been our brand new start. And the worst part is I loved you, I loved you, I loved you, it's true. And sometimes I feel like I still fucking do. I lived here, I loved here, I bought it, it's true. I'm so embarrassed. I feel abused. I feel so used. I feel so used. Take me to the moon, 'cause I feel so used. I feel so used. Look at the baby. I mean, her hand's a little fucked up. But look at her. So cute. She's a good girl. She's very good. She's a very good child who has never done anything wrong ever. She dropped a hammer on her pinky. Hey, I'm just trying to finish these whips, okay? Do not blame me. Do not blame current me for past me's failure at anatomy. You may also kind of be dismembered easy for animation. That's fine. Let me see. Did you send it in the Discord? Send it in the Discord. Send it in the art. Send in the art chat. I'm considering this one done. Look at how cute she is. He. Show me how to lay my sword down for long enough to let you through. Discord? You sent it? Ah! I love it! Actually, I'm changing my mind on what I want to end the stream on. Zoom. Turn off anti-aliasing. Smaller. Purple.
got some sparkly eyes, that beautiful facial hair. Make me wanna jump right off of that cliff over there. You are way too handsome. Wanna be like you, wanna be like you, but I'll never be like you, be like you, be like you. I wanna be like you, I wanna be like you, but I'll never be like you, be like you, be like you. Why you gotta tell me how much you really wanna kill me? 'Cause I'm built like a god so manly. You happy family, I mean, yeah, look at my I wanna be like you, but I'll never be like you, be like you, be like you. Wanna be like you, I wanna be like you, but I'll never be like you, be like you, be like you. Got booted off the PC. Valid. Just gonna do the pixel art of your boss for fun. How many pixels is that? This is 70 by 70. I'm gonna add thought ghost pirates. I'm gonna add a lab coat later to fix that. Fair enough. Anyways, I have descriptions for the items. Pog. Whoops. Song slasher. Slash to the beat on note hits instantly. Instantly let you attack again.
Use syringe. Seems like the chemicals are still usable. Attacking enemies can let your neck. Ooh, yes, yes, yes. I'm gonna go to bed. Sleep well. Soggy Atlas. Looks like the water got to this copy. Entering a room has a 20% chance of it being flooded, giving better loot but doing damage over time to everything inside. Yees. Peaks alert. Mini Buggo. Valid. When picking up an item, it doubles. Uh, it doubles, but you have a 50% chance of losing 1 max HP. Hmm. What about the main item that would render? Uh, Anyways, what about the main item that would render melee attacks useless? Explain what you mean by that.
Cause mine are aching. Don't know why. Kinda like it though. Wanna try? Oh, would you be so kind as to fall in love with me? You see, I know you know that I like you, but that's not enough. So if you will, please fall in love. I think it's only fair. Gotta be some butterfly somewhere, wanna share, cause I like you, that's not enough. So if you will, please fall in love with me.
Look at the cute little pixel art. Look how small. Fight and flight, who needs to choose? When you are at less than 3 HP, you hit harder and TP randomly if a melee attack would hit you. Um, that's why boss melees get bullets. So how about this? One, there's two options that I can think of right now, just off the top of my head. One, I could have a random chance of I could have a random chance of just like grappling you with the scythe, which would disable the random teleporting. But I can that is one of those like rare damage things. That only happens after I get below a certain amount of HP. So you know how like right, but that would feel unfair to the player. Second option is considering there would be hang on. Let me you, but that's not enough. So if you will, please fall in love with me. So if we're doing this in a way that makes sense, uh early in the fight, like early on, very early in the fight, because metaphorically they would not have low health early in the fight, there would be a point in which I could like grab them with my scythe. Like this. So at first it would be that, but as a hit pummel they mash out of. Yeah, but instead of it like taking this would actually be how you introduce how the needle works, because you would have to mash to get out of it, but failure to mash out of it causes me to take some kind of insignificant number of health, but for the next 3 hits I get their weapon. So if they had like previously gotten a weapon from a different dungeon, then I would grab them, pull them in with the scythe, and they could either mash to fight and get away, and if they fail the mash, then I'd be able to like stick them with the needle, pull out, and kind like do a little like animation. It would be a moment where they would be able to hit me, but I would like take a moment, like shake off the needle and blow the top, like you know how like you blow like the the exit point of a gun. So you would blow it, and then for the next 3 hits, I get their attack. That's how that would be introduced. And after I get, so let's do it in thirds for this. So after this, once I get 1/3 of my health gone, I stop doing once I get 1/3 of my health gone, I stop pulling the player close. Instead, I will switch to a I'll switch to something a bit more like distance based, where that's why the outside, if you had more details, the outside would also be sharp. Like the outside would be serrated, where I would be doing mostly backhand attacks. Hang on. So it would keep the player at a distance. So after 1/3 of my health is gone, I would switch to using the outside of the blade and trying to keep them at a distance. But if they were to get close during that point in time, I would just like use like a shout or something, incorporating the music. So the entire time I would be humming, but if they got close, the humming would change into a short scream that would act as a knockback that does damage. Could create 3 projectiles with random patterns. Yeah, that would work too. So after so if they would get close during that time, I would do a shout that would cause damage and knock them back. But it would take like a couple second wind up. That way it gives them a chance to actually like come in. So player would get close and I'd have like the reaction to them getting close. Then curl up. And then a shout that would do damage. Like that. And then that would lead to a couple of seconds where I was like having to rest. Okay. And then the final part of it, so like the final like third of my health would be the frantic mode, where I would be doing the most attacks the fastest. So that is when my so the first section, like the first section of the fight is, ooh, new test subject. I'm curious as to what the test subject is. I want to do experiments. And also like, I'm curious, and of course the test subject is hurting me. They all try to fight back, but it's fine. They'll learn to love it. But after I get to 1/3 health remaining, I'd be like, what the fuck? I'm actually dying. I can't die. I can't die like this. I have too much left to do. And I get frantic. By the point of the fight in which you get to, by the point in the fight in which I get frantic, it's too late to try and convince me to stop. Because I'm more convinced that you're trying to kill me than I am that you're trying to stop me. And the best way to do this, like frantic shit, is like a series of like really quick attacks, and then like, say this is the arena, there would be like a series of really frantic attacks that would try to push you, like push the player to the center of the area. And then once you're pushed to the center, I would go from corner to corner, sometimes in a zigzag pattern, sometimes corner to corner like this. And I would just be grabbing test things and throwing them out the window. That way my research can't be messed with by other people. So I would be in like this holding pattern where I'm going around the edges over and over again. And of course the player is fighting, so they try to attack me. And then whenever I get hit, I turn around, I do a shout because they're close. Better yet, the player to add a chemical AoE. Yeah. And I keep trying to push them back towards the center of the screen, away from my research, because I don't want them to destroy my shit. But this like shout attack here, that is something that is that is if the player gets close to me, and I don't want the player to be close to me. And that has a cooldown, like a physical cooldown where I cannot attack at all of a couple seconds. Where I'm sitting there like I just shouted. I will admit, outside of like stream, I'm a very quiet person. I don't talk very much. I'm going to add a few attacks that not even you will know. That's fine. But so this shout is supposed to be like symbolic of that. I get really loud and then I take some time to just kind of like that. And during that time is a good time to attack. Does that make sense? Am I making sense? I don't know if I'm making sense. Cool. But yeah, almost every attack that I have has a short cooldown period. It is designed so that during that cooldown period is when you would try to convince me. You would try to watch the pattern or learn the pattern, whether you have to die or not, up to you. Learn the pattern of behavior, and then during the cooldown points, try to convince me, hey, stop, you're hurting people. So, during this cooldown is a good time to do it. How I said earlier of like, there'd be a little animation where I shake out the gun, then, like, not the gun, the syringe, and then blow the top. During that time you could use it. Another idea is having screens to broadcast it on. Yeah. To, like, convince me, like, hey, stop. That type thing. But once I'm below 1/3 health, I cannot be convinced. If you try to use something after I'm below 1/3 health, I will not listen. I will not respond. That's important. She was only 17 when producer man came offering that all her dreams would come true. He said, come here, sweetie, I can make you a star. I just want to see you flourish, and I know you make it far where she couldn't see. 'Cause he was in it for the money. Oh, oh. A girl to move to LA. Putting her life away. For your final HP, you will have an extreme last-ditch effort attack, as will everyone. Is that you asking me to design it, or is that one of those things that I'm just gonna have to see it when it comes out. That's a warning. Okay. But you've already seen kind of like the idea that that I have for like villain bullshit for me. Yep. Just you. You can never lose. Let's just say frantic mode, your main ranged attack is throwing everything, even your scythe. Yeah! Yeah, you got the right idea. Do you want me to send you this pixel art? Please? Yeah, sure. That'd be a great reference. Yeah, sure, sure, sure. Once I finish it, I'll be sure to send it to you, because it's almost done. I was dying on my knees, you would be the one to rescue me. And if you were drowned at sea, I'll give you my lungs so you can breathe. Got you, brother. I've got you, brother. Got you, brother. Got you, brother. There's going to be a hard mode that adds champion monsters, and even the bosses will have two champion forms. Ooh, that's exciting. Hope, more HP, more speed. For you, it'll be hope and hate. More HP and more speed. True brother. Hate, more damage. Frantic starts at 50%. Ooh, yes. I got you, brother. Okay, I need to switch to my just chatting screen for just a second, but that's because I'm pulling up something that is technically spoilers. Because it is important. Okay. I have to zoom in such a way where it won't give too much away. Okay, so don't mind me acting as a censor for the spoilers. This is something that can happen. This is a spoiler for lore. Just so you know, this is a spoiler for lore, but this is something that can happen. Even better, it fits within the universe. Awesome. Apologies for putting myself as the censor, but I needed to hide the spoilers because this is that technically counts as spoilers for Sun SMP lore. The world is a thinly veiled simulator. Pog. There are a lot of errors. The floor becoming like the background becoming different for a split second, or the floor becoming static. Be careful with that shit because you might accidentally cause flashing lights, and that could be very bad. It's fine. You just gotta be careful not to do it too fast, or give like a trigger warning beforehand. Guess I should add an anti-epilepsy mode. Yeah. You didn't think about that? I have epilepsy. Or at least some sort of fucking seizure disorder. Mm-hmm. That's fair. Might draw your frames, then make them as might draw your frames first, then remake them as pixel art. Fair enough. I'm not very good at pixel art, I don't think. Feel free to yell at me for that assumption. Better than me when it comes to detail. That's because I know what it should look like at like a non-pixel art resolution. And so I'm basing basing the like details on what it should look like at a non-pixel art resolution. I thought the mouth was a tie for a solid minute. Nope. If I were to remake this like as a sketch real quick. I'm gonna add my own character as the first boss simply because he fits. Fair enough. So if I do like this, you can kind of see how this, you can kind of see how this translates to this a lot easier. It's based off entertainment apps who had a boss as a TV head. Hey. But yeah, so you can kind of see the difference, how it's supposed to look. So this is gonna sound fucking stupid when I say it out loud, but basically the way that I figure out where details are supposed to be on pixel art is whenever I create something, I have the finished product in my head already. So literally what I do, let me see if this transform tool is gonna work with me today. It does. I make it tiny. Okay. And I make it big again. And I can actually, you can actually like see where the pixelation is. Except instead of doing this literally, I just do it in my head. And that sounds really stupid to say out loud, but I just do it in my head. I just do that, but just in my head. So whenever I made it small and then made it big again, I got this. I took this at like this resolution and then just made it small and made it big again, and this is the result. Kinda. It has a little bit of issues that I can't fix right now, but I have a full 3D modeler in my head again. Yeah. It's one of those things of if you get it, you get it, and if you don't, I don't know how to explain it to you. Nope, don't like it. I think what the problem is that that needs to be purple. Yep, that's much better. Mine runs MS Paint, mine runs Windows 3D Paint. I mean, it's a little bit better than Windows MS Paint, but yeah. But yeah. Let me go ahead and fix this.
La da 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 da. I'm gonna bury you in the ground. La da 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 da. I'm gonna bury you with myself. Drink water. Ready, bang, bang, single.
Can you just wait, so can you just fold your face up? Uh kinda. Have you ever if you can imagine someone wearing a mask on their face and it's like secured around on the back of the head and they lift it up, you have the right idea. So like the face itself lifts up and then the two sides which meet at the chin on the jaw. So if you like I'm terrible at describing this. The it splits into three. So there's the face section that's like a little bit behind the eyes, and that meets at the chin with the two other sections that go down the neck and down the chest. And those fold open. I keep bumping my mic while I'm talking.
I'm just your problem.
You will chug potions as well. No, don't even make me chug the potions. Just eat the fucking bottle. Why make a drinking animation when you could instead make an animation where I just like open up my chest and chug and like eat a bottle of potion? Because glass would hurt you? No, it wouldn't. Please, I'm a mad in this scenario. I'm a mad scientist who does random experimentation and with no care in the world for. Plus, the bottle can be used as a projectile. That's fair. I was about to say, like, I'm a mad scientist who, like, attacks people because who, like, attacks and does experiments on people and doesn't register pain as a real thing. You think, like, I as a character would feel pain? No. Hard mode would be basically super sadist mode. Yeah. I would say, look how cute, but I don't think most people think that gore and body horror counts as cute. Just saying. Essentially buffing everything slightly except the bosses, which get buffed extremely hard. That sounds like fun. Sounds horrible, but it sounds like fun. I'm just kind of fixing anatomy right now. For example, the enemies that fire bullets get a few extra bullets and faster attack speed. Nice. I think this is done. Almost. I missed a little bit of shading. Also, the sound of the champion modifier sounds like debuffs. For example, laggy double shot broken splits into two regular versions on death. Ooh, I like those. But yes, this is done. Wrong button. I've been thinking about developing my own game for a long time, so I have a lot of ideas. I keep saying it's done, and then notice I missed something small that I want to go fix. Just in general, making things slightly more readable.
And I'm fucking drunk. It's all gonna be about me.
There we go. Mind you voicing yourself when I get to that point? Yeah, absolutely no problem. And I think darkening this just a little bit more is what I want to do. Yeah, that's much better actually. Alright, that's done. It's actually done now. I'm not touching it anymore. I'm ending stream. I'm gonna go do video editing. But yeah, I'd be more than happy to voice act for myself. No, I lied. There's a single spot that I missed. Why does this keep happening to me? Gonna add extra even worse difficulty for beating hard mode. Careful, scope creep. Mmm. We'll give no context to you or anyone about it. Fair enough. Other than the name. Gruesome mode. You should make it to where, every time you die in gruesome mode, you start back at the beginning with no items and no items, but none of the bosses are reset. Save. Okay. Okay. Double checking that everything's perfect, because everything is perfect. Everything exactly how I want it to be. The jawline is a little funky, but that kind of comes with pixel art. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I'm gonna be raiding out to Phantom, who is still streaming Splatoon. My god. Milk, I'll go ahead. I'll send you that. I'll send you this picture in Discord. And thank you all so much for watching. I will see you all in the next stream. Bye, everyone. VOD watchers, thank you all so much for sticking around. You guys are great.